The Legend of Zelda is one of Nintendo's most popular franchises to date, possibly ever, and Breath of the Wild is no exception to this. Nobody can say that Breath of the Wild is an exception to this because Breath of the Wild alone has sold 31 million copies, which makes it the best-selling Zelda game to date, and this leads into the first reason why I think Breath of the Wild will never die, which is that it has had such a big impact on gaming, and this is shown throughout the sales and also how many rip-off games there are of it. I mean, everyone's trying to recreate the success that Nintendo had with Breath of the Wild, but nobody can do it the same as them. Even Nintendo themselves cannot do it again because Tears of the Kingdom is not as fondly remembered as Breath of the Wild, and people still love Breath of the Wild even after Tears of the Kingdom came out. Breath of the Wild just had that big of an impact. It also had a huge impact in the gaming space by paving the way to lots of new open world games and games that had that story type of feel, but in an open world game where you could choose to do it or not. And I think these are only a fraction of the ways that Breath of the Wild has impacted gaming as a whole and has changed everything. The second reason I think Breath of the Wild will never die is because of the glitches. You see, people are always finding new glitches in this game, but as people find more glitches, it progressively gets harder and harder to find new glitches, but people still try it, and also the glitches get more complicated and better. And these glitches make it so that you can do things that seem like they'd have to be modded in, and people are always finding ways to use this to make a better game, which basically makes it so that you can mod Breath of the Wild without actually modding it. And this makes it great because you can do so many things without modding it, which most games you would have to mod it to get this level of freedom and difference, but you can mod it and you can go even crazier and above and beyond. This helps Breath of the Wild not die because it makes it so that you can always have a new experience and you can always be doing new things, and there's really never a shortage of things to do in this game, which in my opinion means it will never die. Obviously, Breath of the Wild at some point in the future will probably be a very less known game, but I think that will be in a long time, and I think it could go down as one of the greatest games ever like Minecraft, but if we're talking in terms of Zelda, I think it could be the next Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, and I really think it could have that legacy, and so I think Breath of the Wild will never really die, and if it does, I think it will take a long time. Another point to mention is Breath of the Wild's combat system, which is better than almost any other game I've ever played because there are so many glitches. You can do things that look so hard and so unrealistic and you would never think to be possible, and this combat system just makes it great. But the thing is, it's because of glitches. But the thing is, Nintendo didn't patch them out, which means that the players can do so much with them, and it makes the combat system a ton of fun, and that helps the game not die because you can pour hundreds or thousands of hours into combat just to get good at it, and it's super fun and it's super rewarding when you get it. This is why I think Breath of the Wild will never die. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.